Yeah. Virgo rising. I'm feeling Edgar Allan Poe for the Virgo risings with the crow on it. Virgo's just left the love story. Now it's...
I hope they took advantage of all that.
Well, I think that they knew, and I think they made a choice. Now it's changing their reality to make it happen. Still got all this big energy in your 7th house, so holy shit. You know, you got to make a change in your day-to-day life, your activity, your diet, all that shit. The obsessive, weird shit that keeps you in that weird reality, not working no more. If your reality is weird, that's a good thing. But if it's so weird that you got to look at your life, are you getting everything that you wanted? Probably not. So that's what the Saturn in Aquarius is. You got to make changes and honestly, Aquarius always fucks with you. It's like the one thing that you like, no, that won't happen. I'm a vegan. I'll never eat McDonald's again. Maybe it was that McDonald's meal that changed your life. I'm not kidding. I know that sounds crazy. I remember when I went through crazy 6 hours shit like that, when Pluto came in, I was like, no, I probably shouldn't do that. And I remember when I just went back to like, I'm going to drink a Sprite or I'm going to have a cigarette again. Or myself popped back up. I was like, why was I fucking in these weird fucking 6 house, minute, stupid fucking... All right. What's going on? Let's see what's going on, Virgo. First card that you got here. You got the 8 of Pentacles. Your challenge here is the Death card reversed. You did get... Yeah, I thought that was Knight of Swords. It's hard because they have the Knight always sitting in reverse as your overall. And the King of Wands reversed. I think that you are expecting way too much out of people. I think that you are terrified of change in your own life. And I think a lot of it is that you just always play the same card that you always do. 8 of Pentacles is what you know how to do well. And then that King of Swords, I think is is that Knight or King? That's a Knight, yeah. The Knight of Swords reversed is you want something to save today, but nothing's going to come save today when you have such high expectations. You're riding too high on the horse and you're afraid of change. And maybe you're asking people to make too many changes, but you're not making any yourself. And you got a 3 of Pentacles up there in reverse. So I think this is you realizing that, you know, you might know a lot of things, but you definitely are hanging around the wrong people, or you haven't found the right connection, people that really, you kind of have to step outside, I think, your comfort zone, I think here, especially with you know, something has to come together. Maybe you're also worried about other people when you shouldn't be. I think they need to be worried about what you're doing. It's on you. Ooh. Queen of Swords reversed with the Knight of Swords reversed. This is definitely that you don't know the right understanding of things or path. Your communication can also be extremely too harsh right now or demanding. I think that you need to go through a major transformation that you're afraid to do and stop being on this high horse. You know the best way. The Queen of Wands is here to be like, you know, no, she knows how to walk the dog nice and she's got her shit together and she also doesn't demand for love. I think that this is you getting over your demands or expectations about people. And especially the way that you communicate can be really harsh right now that I think is part of the problem, which you did get the Temperance card there. Yeah, definitely need to settle that down. Definitely need to like slow that expectation roll and look at yourself. I think that this is a lot about what are you afraid to transform? 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're in a fucking crazy place where the world's spinning and you don't know what to do and you need to look for the right place, but you need to know how to attract it in instead of kind of writing in fucking as a fake. You want something or demanding too much. Yeah, and you did get that 10 of Cups in reverse, so it's like you might know a lot and are really good at something, but it's not going to bring you your ultimate fantasy and love life. So you need to make adjustments and changes and new projects and a new way to live your day-to-day life here, which is what I said with the astrology, but it's popping up with the cards too. Avalon is saying, what does Camelot got to say here in Camelot for you? You did get the Isle of Avalon. It's like, are you stuck out on an island all on your own? Renewal. I think this is part of your problem, is that you've segregated yourself and then you're yelling from the island, hey, come over here. It's like, well, I'm kind of busy. Like I'm it's like, why don't you get on your boat? No. I don't like to take boats. And it's like, oh my God. Wow. My keys and my butt are killing me.
Ouch.
Renewal. I think, you know what? It is a good thing that I love Avalon, but I think that, you want love, and this is your love story, and you're separating yourself, and this 10 of Cups reverse is missing out on the great love story because you just keep flounder. This is flounder energy and isolation and being in a weird place. And there's so much demands on your half, but they're not going to come to fruition that way. You got the Venus card of love. Why don't you try love? I almost feel like you're doing everything but trying love with a King of Swords or King of Wands reverse and a Queen of Wands there to be like, hey, come on, pay attention. And the Death card reversed. It's like, you're too afraid of just real truth, like bringing the love energy in. Like, it's almost like you're having demands of expecting love, but love is how you attract it, knowing how to bring it in and knowing how to show up for it. Like, it's going to be a swirl, and you're too afraid of the fucking crazy swirl of craziness. It's going to change your world. But you ready for the Three of Wands always is ready for that new world. And you got the Talisman. You need to know how to unlock the door. You've got doors that are closed. You're expecting somebody to walk through with the perfect fucking key. Well, it's you needing to unlock the true key, the spiritual key to the gates of love. Your shadow stuff that's going on here, the vampire stuff. What do we got here? I feel like it's this card right here. Yep, the catalyst. You're too afraid of making a big change or catalyst moment here. You're like, it's here. You got to make a change, and that's your shadow. You're too afraid. You're sitting back like, I know something's got to change. I got to make something different. Maybe you're too afraid to be a mom or a dad too. Anger and change, you feel stuck. And that's, I think, creating a lot of the harshness. But it's like, you got to get yourself out yourself by just getting out. Like, it's like, you already have the key. So it's like you're locking yourself in your own prison when the key is right there, like literally. So really, I think it's pretty simple shit, but I think that it's easier to see it now, right? Virgo risings. Divine support, the divine support's there for you. I think that you're not asking about it enough, or I don't think that you're asking for it literally, or I don't think that you trust that the divine support's there for you to kind of get out of this crazy isolated island, or this could be also you just focus on work that's going nowhere. You have support to get to the better place, and it's not by demanding, it's not by, having expectations so crazy and high. Singles out there, got a King of Cups here, and we did get that with a Death card reverse. So I do feel that I don't know. I feel like especially this is you not being afraid to really bring your emotions up fully and step into your emotions and not be afraid of where your emotions are going to take you, singles. Yeah, 9 of Wands. You have a lot of walls around those emotions. You got to take those walls down. You're too protective, and you're too in that kind of. 9 of Wands reminds me of Chiron. Like, stop playing Chiron. Stop playing like I need wounding. If you're in a relationship, Wheel of Fortune. There's a moment here that feels really crazy, and that things are going to turn. And Ace of Pentacles. You're afraid of where it's going to turn. You're afraid it's going to open the wrong door. You're afraid that could be abundance that's being lost. You could be afraid about financial aspects or the renewal of that or a change of that. And you got the Tower card. You're afraid of the Wheel of Fortune is turning the wheel towards a destructive moment here. And you can't be afraid of that. You got to face that. Why do you have to face that? Oh, wow. You're afraid of where it's going to really take you. The Four of Wands reversed, that it's going to not be a celebration. It's going to end a marriage, something like that. You got to have some strength here, Virgo, and be honest and know you got support here and not be afraid of the catalyst. I think that you're the one kind of holding up kind of the change by your fears here. Your sex life. Page of Wands. Definitely it's like running with excitement towards what you want and saying what you want. But you have to go towards it. You just can't say it. The Page of Wands will go on the longest journey just to get the message there. So maybe you have to go on a journey. Maybe you have to, make the call. Maybe you have to try something different there. Like, especially say what you really want, Go for it. Like, don't sit on the island. Not going to work. What do we got oracle-wise for you here? Positive change. Open up. You need to get that reversed. So it's time to open up for positive change, new perspectives on everything, and an unexpected message. I think that that's also an unexpected, change in your reality, especially your environment. What is the villain that you didn't? Wow, you're not getting it. There we go. What villain are you being, Virgo? We're about to find out. I'm pumping that fog for you. There we go. Fill her up.
Get it nice and foggy for the Virgos.
There we go.
Give them something to clean up.
Huh?
Give them something to clean up.
Yeah. Y'all need a vacuum? 7 of Cups reversed. Stop looking at all your options and look at what's really good. Your villain is looking out when you know what the good stuff is to have. Stop looking for too many prizes. You got a Mercury here, and you got it in the 12th house, and Virgo. Oh, wow. Yeah, you need to be more vulnerable and communicate where you're at and be honest with where you're at spiritually and what's falling apart. And you have to let all your secrets out, and you have to let your sensitive feelings out and communicate them.
All right, Virgo. A lot of 6th house, a lot of 7th house, though. And, you're coming off all that Capricorn in the 5th house. This could have been the biggest, heart transformation of your life. And now you got to make the changes in your reality to make it happen. Mars is going to help you do that. You can be a well-oiled machine to change your reality if you want to. And Venus is going to be there helping back it up and create that. So it's positive. Saturn's there, though, too. Are you willing to make a change? Are you thinking too much? Are you in your head? Mercury's done with your 6th this week, and it's going to come into your 7th with the Sun, Jupiter, Neptune. Let's start putting that mental focus on the changes that are going to get you the right relationships, that are going to really bring that beauty into your life. You might be feeling like you have to really clean things up, but you probably already cleaned them up. Now it's just time to kind of purify your life with relationships that are a dream, that are magical. And I think that you just don't want to overlook how important people could be in your life right now. How important a relationship could be the catalyst that helps you change your life. Whether it's if you're in one and you need to change your life that way, or whether you're looking for one and you want to purify your life in the beautiful, magical way that could be. So put your mental energy into people and get out of your head a little bit, get out of your routine, mix things up. And I think you'll find that you can come to a sense of balance, even if you have to deal with a lot of weighing out, a lot of this, a lot of that. You'll find balance if you actually put your intent into that and let it purify your life.
Purification, my child. Well, we're near the end.